What's going on, guys? Black Scout Survival, and tonight we're going to be talking about shooting with night vision. All right, guys, we're going to talk about shooting with night vision because there's a lot of people that have gotten into night vision since our last video. And I just want to kind of explain some things and maybe stop some misconceptions that could be happening from purchasing night vision. The thing about night vision, the benefits of it is you can see in the dark when everybody else can't. That's just a huge force multiplier. A lot of people will buy an optic that's night vision compatible thinking that they're going to aim through the optic. The problem is when you're shooting with night vision, everything in front of you is blurry. If you're focused downrange on the target, if you focus up close like you're reading something, everything downrange is blurry. So trying to aim through an optic is very difficult, and we'll demonstrate that here. So when you're shooting with night vision, you're going to want to use the IR laser, and this is model I'm using is a PEC 15 or ATPIL, and essentially I'm mounted at the 12 o'clock position all the way in front of the rifle. The reason why that is it doesn't give a lot of splash on the barrel, and I can C-clamp the rifle like I normally would, and I can actuate that button and identify my target. Now that has a IR illuminator, and this is just the IR laser. So if I want to illuminate an area too, I can use the illuminator. The benefit of having it on the C-clamp is that I can use the night vision with the IR laser, but let's say I need to get a white light because maybe the IR laser fails or my night vision fails. I can switch because my light is here. I can switch easily to my white light because of my hand position. But the IR laser is beneficial because no one else can see it other than people with night vision, which is a huge benefit. So you definitely want to have a laser because you can shoot from different positions. Maybe you're like leaning on a barricade or something like that where you can't get a good line of sight. So you can aim using different structure and wrapping around things. The laser, obviously, you want to treat it just like you would a flashlight in the case that anybody else may have nods as well. You don't want to be walking around with the laser or the illuminator giving off your position. Only use it when you're shooting and you're identifying those targets, right? Just like you would a flashlight. So you want to maintain the same light discipline. Sighting in, the PEC 15 is a whole nother video, but I will say this, is that whenever you're using, or when you're sighting it in, you can do it parallel to the optic or convergence. Obviously, if you do convergence, that means that the further you out, it's going to maybe drift off to the right or left depending on how you set up or which model illuminator and laser you're using. So that's why it's important to use a parallel and adjust your firing from that. The other benefit of the PEC 15 versus other models is it has a red laser. Now I don't obviously advocate using a red laser, but what you can do is, because they're slaved, you can get it sighted in during the daytime. So you don't have to run and sight it in under nods. All right, guys, hope you enjoyed this video. Hope this answered a lot of questions for you that are new to the night vision world and thinking that you're going to buy a night vision compatible optic and try to run it with nods. You really need a laser. You need to use proper laser management. And because everything's blurry here, and everything's in focus down range, you're obviously going to have get a lot of muscle memory on reloads, working with your firearm and things like that. You can quickly adjust one if you need to, and close other eye and adjust and look at something on your weapon, but that's not something you want to be doing on reloads and maybe transitioning. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and as always, thanks for watching Black Scout Survival.